ISIS, a name that strikes fear into the hearts of some, but pride into many more. While images of journalist James Foley is splashed across newspapers around the world, the Spectator magazine chooses to delve into analysis and look for the reasons as to how Britain could have produced a band of beheaders. Fraser Nelson and his panel take a look at this topic in their latest View from 22 podcast. Let's listen in.
In the 1990s, this country did not intervene in the Balkans, and a generation of British people and others went out to join the jihad in the Balkans. In the 2000s, we did intervene in Afghanistan, we did intervene in Iraq, and to an extent, we created another part of a generation of jihad. We haven't intervened in Syria, and by not intervening, again, there is an element of people going out and another jihad. So one of the things I really think that people in Britain should think about in this is this actually because of us intervening or not intervening, or is it possible, and I would submit it is, that there is a hatred and a momentum and an ideology in the world at the moment that is very powerful to some people and which would exist whether we existed or not, whether Labour was in power, a coalition government of Conservatives and Lib Dems, whoever is in power. This is actually about more than us.
I think actually just to build on that point, the ideology that a group like the Islamic State is offering is incredibly seductive to young men who are poorly integrated. As Douglas was saying before, they're searching for identity, searching for a cause, and they're coming along and saying, look, we have a panacea to the problems of the Muslim world, and there are many problems, but we can uproot all of this by creating this Islamic State. And guess what? We've done it. And we're holding territory, large amounts of territory in Syria and Iraq, and we're being allowed to do it effectively. And so these guys find that idea very, very powerful. And I think it also goes back to something which Douglas talks about in his piece, which is that there is a long history, a long tradition of very radical Islam in parts of British Muslim life in this country. And so even though a lot of the sort of caricature, headline sort of preachers may not be here anymore, Omar Bakri Muhammad's gone, Abu Hamza has gone, and various other clerics are no longer here, that doesn't matter. A certain idea has been established. So there is a generation of Muslims, a minority, but nonetheless a generation who do believe that a very austere, very narrow, dogmatic caliphate is exactly what the Muslim world needs. And so when they see this taking place now, they're saying, well, this is what we've been told about, this is what we've been waiting for, and off they go.
It is clear from the Spectator's analysis that the success of ISIS relies on the disillusionment of people and Britain's choice not to intervene in Syria. The world watches as more heads roll.